Hello, everybody. This is Ron Petrinovich, CEO of Freedom Equity Group, and I'm excited today about sharing with you your replicated website. We call it the Business Builder Operating System. What you've got on your system is a collection of knowledge, and this is really the knowledge that helped change my career. So on your system is a lot of information on what we call our crusade, the business opportunity. You'll have a chance to hear from a lot of the leaders in the company. We're going to talk about our system. We've built our company on a system for you to build your business with. There's a lot on there about our life products with living benefits, annuities, the anti-401k material. So we've spent and collected over a period of years just a lot of time. Everything you need to know is really right here. And so I want to really challenge you to spend some time learning and becoming familiar with all the information here and developing maybe your favorite parts. In other words, when I sit with somebody and I share this opportunity with them, many times I'm going to go here to the system and I'll play a video that really impacted my life. And so I can tell you this, success in our business is really a matter of gaining your confidence and feeling good about what you do, believe in what we do, not just with your head, but your heart, and knowing that you're doing the right thing for other families. So with that, I'm going to get onto the system here, and we'll start just pointing and clicking. Two skills you got to have: point and click, and share it with other people. So if we take a look at our bbos here in the beginning, you'll notice that I'm going to click here on Retire with Dignity. There's two sides to the bbos. The first side that comes up, I'm going to call this the recruiting part, recruiting information, opportunity information. The second part, I'm going to click here, and you'll notice these videos change. This is more the product side of your bbos. So I'm going to go back here to the opportunity side and take you through just a tour. On your left here is a video it's a 1-minute video that showed on Fox Business News, kind of a real, quick 1 minute, living benefits. On the right side of that is a 6-minute documentary that public television did for us on living benefits. We've got on that documentary the guy that invented living benefits, that was one of the head guys at AIG, the largest insurance company in the world, a very good friend of mine, Jim Mallon, where he's sharing some of that information with you also. So check out these videos. On the bottom are 4 more videos. The first one's about 2 or so minutes long. It talks about the red line, blue line. It talks about our opportunity to share with people, how'd you like to have the ups of the market, or I'll say part of the ups of the market, with none of the downs? It's possible. It's been around for a long, long time. So we explain a little bit about that. We explain in video number 2 a little bit about our crusade, living benefits, and to me, very, very important. What happens if you live a long, long time? Will your retirement check be taxable or tax-free? One of the things that I want to stress to you that we do at this company is we show people how to build a retirement savings account. And when you retire, your check's going to be tax-free. Big difference. Taxable check, tax-free check. All the difference in the world. Video number 3 is kind of an overview of our company's opportunity. And video number 4 is our chairman, Ron Blumenkemper, kind of welcoming you to our company. So that's what's on the bottom here. Now, if we go up to the tabs, the first tab is your Living Benefits Crusade tab. And I'm going to click on that. And what we have here, everybody, is, I think it's 8 videos. And these 8 videos, I think, are the most important living benefit videos there are. And the first one on the top left says Dr. Marius Bernard. He and his brother, 30 plus years ago, were the first guys that ever did heart transplants. And I learned a ton from this video. It affected my life. And they would, imagine you're a doctor, you cut somebody open, put a new heart in, hook it up, sew it up, and it works. And they did this over and over, and they were saving lives, only to see these people die financially. In other words, they couldn't go to work sometimes for a year or so, and if you can't go to work and don't have a paycheck, who's going to pay your bills? So these doctors went to the insurance industry and said, hey, the life insurance only pays when you die. There's got to be something else. And they named it critical illness insurance. And it's taken off all over the world, but not so much in America. Freedom Equity Group is the company that's taking living benefits to America, educating the public on what it is that, what are they? Then we have a collection here of videos. The next one is Amy's story. Amy bought a policy. I think it was something like $60 a month. She had her policy for 5 years. She's a nurse, takes care of other people. Never thought she would be the patient. 5 years into her policy, she got cancer and received a check about a month later for $414,000. And it's just an example. Life insurance you don't have to die to use. So there's a lot of good videos. Here's the next one, Jessica's story, a young lady that has a baby. The day the baby's going home, she finds out she gets cancer. Forgot she had a living benefits policy. Her agent had to remind her. That check got them through the event. Chris's story, you guys, story after story after story. We have probably a claim every single week. But watching these videos will make you familiar with just, what happens out there. When people get real sick, and what we've noticed is people get, it seems to be cancer is the main one. People get cancer and they get sick. But imagine this, you get sick and you get a big fat check and you don't have to worry about money anymore. It gives you the opportunity to fight cancer. And statistically, many of the people that statistically were probably going to die are not dying because the financial problem is solved and they could put all their energy into fighting cancer. And everybody, that's a big deal. It's very rewarding to be able to be part of this and help these other families. So that is your living benefits tab. Now we're going to go to the next one, Tax-Free Crusade. The videos here are going to talk a little bit more about our Index Universal Life products. We have here Kevin and Patricia, people that were, because of tax-free, were able to retire a few years earlier. 2 videos here on IUL and how it works, fundamentals. These are fundamental tapes that you really should watch so that you can understand what we do and develop your confidence. Then down on the bottom is me doing 2 videos. I would suggest that you watch all these videos and study them a little bit, because the good news is if you can understand what we do and if you get good at it, this business can be very, very lucrative for you and your family. I mean, really lucrative. And lucrative for your family while you're helping other families. We go back. The Income Crusade. One of the things that I really want you to do is watch these 3 videos. Video number 1 is going to talk about a part-time position. And I'm excited about this part. Imagine a part-time job where if you do 2 average sales a month, your part-time income's $47,000 a year. So who in America could use a part-time job and make $47,000 a year? Now, you guys, here's the challenge. You've heard the saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, right? But nobody wants to die to get there. I think everybody would like to have a part-time job that makes $47,000 a year, but you got to be able to study the material here, understand how it works, so that you can talk about it with confidence. So video number 1 here is going to talk about your part-time opportunity. Video number 2 is going to get a little bit more in depth and talk about, if you want to go full-time someday and own your own agency and become a regional vice president. As a regional vice president, 1 sale a week pays you $120,000 a year. And then we talk about the techniques of what to do to get your income to $500,000. And then video number 3 is for a different kind of person. It's for the agency builder. In other words, not only are you going to help build your own agency, but you're going to help others build their agency. And by building strength in your agency and building a model of how it should look like, and teaching others to do the same thing, we show you in video number 3 that this can become incredibly lucrative and give you a chance for total financial independence. And here's what's kind of cool. I'm not kidding. I want you to think about this for 1 second. Who in America wants to retire with dignity? The answer is everybody, right? So we've got a market that includes everybody, including the baby being born right now in that hospital. That baby wants someday to retire with dignity. And that's what we specialize in. So study your compensation plan here is the income tab. Next, we have the leadership tab. On the top videos in the top row here are the 3 owners of the company. It would be good for you to get to know all of us. Take a look, listen to what we've got to say. These are great, great videos. Then we've got Andre Mua, who's going to talk about the 7 ways that we get paid, give you a better understanding of the compensation plan. Proud of Andre. He's a guy that used to work at McDonald's, had a $100,000 income month. Tell me that's not a big deal. Then on the bottom here, we've got Al Cardi talking about how to build your business. Gillis Mua. Gillis is a man that I have a great deal of respect for. This guy many, many years ago worked in the fields, fought his way to the top. Today has a multi-million-dollar a year income. People are successful from our company from all walks of life. Next is Ramsey Sarkis, who talks a little bit about the builder's mentality. If you'd like to build distribution and open up agencies all over the country, how do you think? How do you think like a builder? And then last but not least, we've got Cecile Mua talking about the Do It speech. Check this one out. It's really, really good. So this is an opportunity, everybody, for you to learn from some of the leaders, some of the great leaders in our company. So that's the front side of your website. Now I'm going to click here on Retire with Dignity. And now we're going to take a look at the product side. I want to click on the savings calculator. And I want to show you how simple and easy this business can be for the brand newest person. And you're new, so I'm probably talking to you here. I'm going to take a 35-year-old that wants to retire at age 70. That tends to be the new retirement age in America. And I'm going to ask the question, when you retire at age 70, how much money would you like to have accumulated? And we ask that number all the time, and the most common answer we get is $1 million. So we're going to put that into the computer. We're going to use an 8% interest rate, and we're going to use a 33% combined federal tax tax rate. I'm going to hit submit, and it's going to show me that this 35-year-old is going to have to save $812 a month in order to hit that $1 million. And that's kind of sad news. How many 35-year-olds are going to save $800 a month? That's just sad. But we're the tax-free people, so let me give you some good advice here. We're going to go back, and we're going to recalculate, and we are going to put in a 0 tax bracket, and I'm going to hit submit again, and that number is going to go from over $800 a month to $448 a month to hit the same $1 million. And that's part of the power right there of tax-free. Would you rather save $800 and change a month or $448 a month and get the same results? Now, so you're with your client and you say, is that in your budget? Can you afford that? And if not, well, what can you afford? And then you write it up. I mean, literally, when you're new, you're 4 to 5 clicks away from making your first sale. And that's simple and that's easy. On the product side, you see the Living Benefits tab. It's the same exact Living Benefits tab as on the other side. We just wanted it there twice because it's part of the opportunity, but it's also part of the product, so that would be the same tab. Then we've got a tab on the IUL. You want to check these out so you can become fundamentally strong. Then we've got maybe one of my favorite tabs. In order to understand what we do, I think it's important to understand how America saves money traditionally for the retirement in the IRA/401k. Now understand this, our government is $19 trillion in debt. It's not going in the right direction. Who's going to pay that money back? We are. Who's going to pay more than their fair share of that money back? You are, if you have an IRA or 401k. So in video number video number 2, this video right here, this is probably my favorite video when it comes to understanding what I'm going to call the ripoff of the 401k, the hidden fees. Video number 1 is 60 minutes talking about it. Video number 3, Rick Bueller, the $6 trillion scam. He calls it a scam. So in here this is the CEO on the 6th video, time to retire your 401k, the CEO of Time Magazine saying it's not a good thing to do. So we've got a collection of information here to compare traditional savings, IRA, 401k, with a tax-free life insurance plan. Now, I know you're probably thinking life insurance, savings, retirement doesn't make any sense. I don't want to pay for insurance. Let me just tell you this. The way we design these things, you're going to pay about 25 to 30% of the total fees you pay in your 401k. So we can deliver the tax-free check and cut your expenses big time. So that's the 401k tab. The next tab is the annuity tab. I love this annuity tab. An annuity is a product that's going to give your clients a guaranteed income for life. And when you, the salesperson, go and talk to somebody about it, it's you saying, hey, you need one of these, guaranteed income for life. Well, here we have, you can download the Wharton School of Business article on income annuities and Harvard. And so one of the things I want you to think about is it's not just me or you talking to the consumer about retiring with an annuity. It's me and Wharton and Harvard. It gives us credibility. The videos here, this first video is incredible. This guy's an expert and says, the mathematical fact is you can't retire properly in America without an annuity, without a product that gives you a guaranteed lifetime income that's safe, that when the market crashes is not going to go away. Watch that video. Watch video number 2. This is Lindsey Byron. He does an incredible job of explaining how annuities work. So they're all good. I'm just pointing out to you some of my favorites. So in winding down and kind of summarizing what we've got here is at Freedom Equity Group, we've built you a tool of knowledge. You've paid for that tool. You know, when you sign up, it costs $125. You've paid for the system. So I think the sooner for you, the better. You know, get on your system, click through it, find your favorites. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to build your vitamin C. I call it vitamin confidence. And as you develop that confidence, when you sit down with a client and you know what you're talking about, they're going to want to do business with you. When it comes to money, nobody wants to do business with somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about. So study our system, learn what you're talking about, and have a great career. I'm really, really proud. I want to thank everybody, Jeff Wardell, Steve, the whole staff, for helping us build this incredible tool for you. Thank you.